Joe Rizzo here with the coach, Jeremy Jacobus, after the Rockets 6-1 win over the Lehigh Valley Phantoms on Senior Day. And it was a nice ceremony beforehand. You finally got to take the mic away from me. Boy, that was a long time coming. And you did a great job, by the way.
You.
And if you haven't seen that, go check out the Senior Day festivities on a separate video. But this was a well-played game.
Mm-hmm.
Your team came out right from the drop of the puck
Mm-hmm.
and just, somehow every time the Rockets and the Phantoms play, it's always going to be at least a tie game or something, at least halfway through, usually by the end. But this time you got a little bit of separation after they tied it.
Well, we felt like, again, we played some really good games in the past weeks, and we felt like we've been playing the upper echelons teams really good and then coming down and playing the lower teams at their level. So what we wanted to do today was really put the smack down on Lehigh. We wanted to get in their head because we're going to face them in a few weeks for the playoffs when it's really meaningful. And we did that. We came out and played above that team's level today as a collective group. And I'm really impressed with our game today.
Yeah, that's a hard-fought game every time you drop the puck between those teams.
No doubt.
And you did have the benefit for, once it's like all season you've been more the shorthanded team with all the injuries. In this game now, you're finally to the point where you have pretty much everybody back that you're probably going to have anyway. And you had more numbers to start with, and then unfortunately they get one injury that keeps one of their better players out, and then another one that kept one sidelined for a while, and you really just put the stranglehold on them from there.
Yes. Well, first of all, I'd like to say I hope both of those girls are okay. We definitely don't want to see anybody get hurt. That's a hard game we play out there, and you're right. Every time we line up with that team, it's a tough game. It's a scrappy game. So it was no different out there today. Lots of physicality, but I felt like we just had the edge on those girls for most of the game. I really do. Even shorthanded, played strong. So hats off to my girls. The effort was there. They played the right way. We've been talking about playing the right way. I don't care who scores. I don't care who gets goals. I care that we get goals. And that's how we're going to play from here on out.
Yeah, you did get the natural hat trick from Hope Menichello. She just feels like she's been playing on a mission lately.
Well, I'll tell you what. We have boxing gloves in the room that we hand out if we think so. We see some hard play out there, and she took one of the gloves home tonight, and I announced it that it wasn't because of the goals that she scored. It was because Hope was shot out of a cannon from the drop of the puck today. She was physical. She was high energy. She was running around. She was picking off plays. You know what I'm saying? All of those things showed how focused she was, and I think that the girls saw her play at another level. She took the gloves home today to represent the team, and I really loved it. I always talk about collective effort, and that's what I saw here today. We played a complete game today.
Now you have one more game with York. That will be on Saturday, so you have 6 days to get ready for that one, and that's always the measuring stick because that's eventually the most likely team. At some point you're going to have to get past them, right? And you've done it in a shootout, but now you go out to York and you get this week to prepare for that game.
I don't think that there's any doubt that that's the team to beat, right? So I thought we played them real strong a couple weeks ago, and we have to go back in and do the same thing. From the drop of the puck, we need to play a complete game against them. We're going to get to face them this last time before we definitely line up with them in the playoffs. So, again, my group has to come ready to play fast, right from the first drop of the puck, and play a complete game against the Devils.
You did get an unexpected gap in terms of the score, which I don't think most of us really expected would happen in this particular game, and that allowed you maybe in the last few minutes to switch up some of the positions. I think I heard some giggles when you had like Kira Redmond taking faceoffs and playing forward when she's usually on defense. Was that now? I know you've been working to try to make sure other players or as many players as possible are playing different positions, especially late in the season. So you might utilize them in a key spot. So was this more to kind of lighten things up, or were you still looking at, hey, I want to work some people into different spots?
It's a little bit of both, right? Because we've been pushing the girls hard. We're hard on them when it's a passionate game out there, right? So I'm passionate when I coach. Sometimes there's some negative things going on. Sometimes it's positive. So today we wanted to say, hey, you played a good game. You earned the point difference here. Shots on goal were good for us. Let's flip-flop some players around, and let's see what we can make happen. And I got to tell you, after that flip-flop, whether we score goals or not, I didn't see that much change on the ice. It wasn't like they could penetrate 5 new D that I put back there from the forwards. And the 5D that I threw up on the forwards were getting pucks deep and doing the things in there too. So forwards and Ds working together all over the ice today. It's a good day to be a Rocket.
We often talk about how this team doesn't need a lot of shots on goal to put pucks in the net, but today there were a lot of shots on goal right from the beginning, and then you finish with 38. I'm not sure if that's a season high, but it's got to be close.
It's got to be close, but when we looked at the first period, there was 17 shots on goal in the first period. I think we had 17 shots on goal for the whole game yesterday. That's what that does to you, right? That statistic alone, if you can triple that in a game, you're definitely in the game, if not winning the game. So, again, what I really liked today, JR, was our poise with the puck in the offensive zone. We were on power plays, even 5-on-5. We were able to maintain possession, move the puck around the outside, feed it to the middle. I thought the girls played really sharp today.
Okay, any other thoughts on Senior Day?
Well, I'll tell you, some girls that we noticed and acknowledged today may not be back here again. So they will be sorely missed. These girls are a big part of my life and my hockey family, and I hate to see them go. Some will be back, but I think a real good day today in the history of the Rockets girls hockey, because without all of these girls, there is no girls hockey here. And, that just leaves the next stepping stone and the handoff for the girls next year who graduate, and then the girls after that, and the girls after that. So I really love what's going on here. It was a great day. We finished it off well, and I think we're going to go in there and have some cake too. So it's going to be a great afternoon here.
Ooh, cake.
Cake.
Oh.
2 kinds. 2 cakes.
Wow. All right, so we better just wrap this up right now. That's the Coach Jeremy Jacobus. I'm Joe Rizzo. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe and alerts buttons down there. And then when we upload games or go live for live streaming or other coach interviews like this, or I say it all the time, special events. Today, we did one of those, so that will be up on the Rizzo Vision YouTube as well. And we are glad to bring it to you. Once again, for the Coach Jeremy Jacobus, this is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching New Jersey Rockets Girls Hockey on Rizzo Vision.